Hello students, today we will learn what is your graph. So the graph is used in your data structure in your computer science. It is most important concept. So you can see in the diagram there are various types of graphs. Some graphs are your contains your ABCD alphabets. Some graph contains your numbers and there are direction mentioned on the edges, and some graphs contains some numbers above the edges, and some graphs has the both direction and your number. So you can see in your screen various types of graphs. So why the graphs are used? Why the graphs are used? Generally, the graphs are often used to represent the physical entities like a network of routes. Then you're performing your networking within the cities, intercity linking or cabling. So the idea behind the graph is how all the places in a city can be traversed in low cost and within the shortest time period by traversing the shortest path without falling in looping, or without falling in the loop means we are traversing the same path again and again. Without traversing the same path again and again, I can traverse the different part of the cities only once, okay, in the shortest time period, using the shortest path with the shortest cost. So that's why the graph is used. So we'll learn what is your graph terminologies, and we'll get most of the question in your campus or in interviews from the terminologies. Then representation of the graph, then graph traversal. There are two types of traversal, BFS and DFS, and your shortest path algorithms. So what is your graph? Graph is a non-linear data structure. Okay, you must learn in your first class of the data structure. You must know that what is your linear data structure, what is your non-linear data structure. Your tree and graph both are your nonlinear data structure. Okay, then graph. So graph is a collection of nodes and edges in which nodes are connected with edges. You know that the graph contains your vertices. Okay, that vertices called your nodes, and each vertex, both pair of vertices that are connected with the edges, in which the vertices are connected with your edges. Then in your computer or mathematical way, you can say that a graph G is represented as G is the set of V and E. That means your graph contains two sets, that is your set of the vertices and your set of your edges, or you can tell the edges the arcs also, where E is the set or pair of elements from V, means your when you connect the set of vertices, then it will form one edge. Okay, so see, this is your undirected graph. So here you can see this is your vertex 1, this is your vertex 2, this is your vertex 3, and this is your vertex 4. So there are four vertices in this graph, and your you can see vertex v1 and vertex v4 that are connected by the edge v1 v4, and there is also v1 v3 v4 v2 v1 v2. So there are some edges present in this graph. So you can say that here in this graph of your vertices, that contains also vertices and edges, the set of vertices for this graph are v equal to the set of v is your combination of v1 v2 v3 and v4, and the set of edges for this graph are or the e is equal to your E is your v1 v2 v1 v2, then v1 v3, then your v1 v4, then your v2 v4 v3 v4. So these are the set of edges. Okay, these are the set of edges. So this is one undirected graph. In case of the undirected graph, v1 v3 is equal to v3 v1. Okay, so now see this. See, this is also one graph. This graph has 5 vertices and your 6 edges. Here this graph G can be defined as G equal to V and E, where V is the set of vertices and E is the set of your edges. So here V equal to A, B, C, D and E. Okay, set of vertices, and E is your AB, then your AB, then AC, then AD. Okay, then your BD, then your CD, then you can see BE, then your ED or DE. You can say anything in case of your undirected graph. What is your undirected graph? If there is no direction mentioned on the edges, then that is known as your undirected graph. So we'll learn it later. So here you can see the set of vertices. This graph that consists of the set of the vertices A, B, C, D, E and your set of edges. Okay. Now, what are the graph terminologies? What are the graph terminologies? So, before going to know everything about the graph and your traversal, shortest path algorithms, we must know these terminologies. So, what are the terminologies? One is your vertex, edge, directed and your undirected graph, mixed graph, and vertices or endpoints, adjacent vertices, weighted graph, degree of the vertex, that means your in degree and out degree, self loop, parallel edges, your simple graph and your multi graph. Then your 11th is your complete graph, then connected graph. So what is your strongly connected and what is your weakly connected? Then cyclic and acyclic graph, trivial graph and null graph, isolated vertex and pendant vertex. So these are the terminologies you must know. One should know when going to teach or when going to learn your graph. So what is a vertex? You know that without vertex the graph cannot be formed. So individual node of which a graph is formed is called as the your vertex. In my previous slides, you can see the graph is a combination of vertices. In one graph, it contains the vertices your B1, B2, B3, B4, and in another graph, you can see your A, B, C, D, and E. Okay. So what is your edges? Edges can also call your arcs. So one edge is the link that connects two vertices in one graph. Okay, so according to the definition, an edge is a connecting link between two vertices that is represented as your starting vertex and your ending vertex. So in a graph, edges are either directed or undirected or weighted. You can see also tell weighted graph also there is there. So what is your uh, weighted edge, directed edge and undirected edge? So first we'll see if this is one edge. So this is your A and your this is your B. Okay. So you know that an edge is the connecting link. An edge is the connecting link between two vertices. Here A is one vertex and your B is also one your vertex. Okay. So if there is A is the starting point of your edge and your edge AB and B is the ending point of your edge AB. So your edge is AB and your starting vertex is A and ending vertex is your B. Okay. So here this is written that one edge may be either directed or undirected or weighted. If there is no direction mentioned above the edge, means here there is no direction. So this is called your undirected edge. Okay, but if above the edge, if one direction is mentioned, if there is one edge from A to B, or there is one direction is mentioned above the edge, then that is called your directed edge. Okay, if any number, any cause, suppose this is 9 is mentioned above your edge AB, then this is called your weighted edge. Okay, so there are various types. So according to this your definition may be an SUV is said to be directed from U to V. An SUV is said to be directed from U to V if the pair U and V is ordered with U preceding V. Means U must be, that A must be preceding your B. Okay, so there is one direction from A to B, then that is your directed edge. Then an SUV is said to be undirected if the pair UV is not ordered, means if there is no direction mentioned above the graph, then that is called your undirected edge. So I've also your told that your in case of the direction undirected graph, ub is equal to vu. Here also ab is equal to ba if there is no direction. Okay, if there is no direction mentioned above the s, then ub is equal to bu or ab is equal to ba. But in case of the directed graph, that is not the thing like that. Then weighted edge, if a weighted edge is a edge with value or cost on it. Okay, means here see in this edge ab, one value or cost is mentioned, that is your 9. So this is your weighted edge. What is undirected graph? I have told already, if a graph contains undirected edge, then that is your called undirected graph. Or you can also say that if there is no direction mentioned above the edge, then that is called undirected graph. What is written, just see, a graph with only undirected edges is called your undirected graph. Yes, that means if the directions are not marked or mentioned on the edges, then that is your undirected graph. Direction is not mentioned. Okay, what is your directed graph? Directed graph is also called your digraph. Okay, so if the edges contains a direction above it, then that is called your directed graph. So if each edge AB in a graph is marked by a direction from A to B, means direction must be mentioned above the edge, then that is called as digraph. That means a graph with only directed edges is said to be your directed graph. Okay, then what is your mixed graph? That means a graph with both directed and undirected edges is called your mixed graph. Means a graph suppose contains some edges are directed and your some edges are undirected, that is called your mixed graph. The end vertices or endpoints, I have already told in one edge. Okay, edge contains two vertices. When we join two vertices, then it contains one edges, and that edges has one starting point and your one ending point. So the two vertices joined by by an edge are called the your end vertices or end point. So suppose A B two vertices and they are joined by the edge AB, then A and B are the end points on the and your end vertices. Origin and destination, suppose origin and destination means here it will, if an edge is directed, its first endpoint is said to be the origin of it, and your other endpoint is called your destination of that edge. So we'll see, suppose this is your V, this is your W. Okay, so if an edge is directed, suppose there is one your there is one direction from V to W. Okay, then its first endpoint, then this first endpoint means your V, means your V is called your first origin, and your U is sorry, W is called your destination. Okay, if there is the one edge is directed, means yes, direction is mentioned, then its first endpoint is called its, and then its first endpoint is called its origin, and your the endpoint, the second endpoint is called, or the other endpoint is called your destination. Okay, here B is called your origin and your W is called your destination. Okay, then what is your next? Now you can see examples of your directed and undirected graph. Yes, undirected graph, here vertices are present and your edges links to vertices, and but there is no direction mentioned above the edges, so it is your undirected graph. This, see this one, here direction is mentioned. There is one direction V1 to V2, again V2 to V3, V1 to V3, then V4 to V1, and your V3 to V4. So each edge has a direction. Okay, so this is your directed graph. Then see, see, this is one your vertices and one graph that contains some vertices and that contains some edges. Okay, uh, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So these are your vertices. Okay, then here 5 and 4, these are your edges. Then 1 2 edges, 2 3 1 edges, but this is your undirected graph. This is also one graph, but this is your directed. It contains your directed edges. Here 1 2 1 to 2, this is direction is mentioned from 1 to 2. Then direction is mentioned from 2 to 3. Then direction is mentioned from 3 to 5. So this is your, this is the directed, this graph contains directed edges, so it is your directed graph. This graph contains undirected edges, so this is called your undirected graph. So what is your adjacent? Two vertices u and v are said to be adjacent if there is an edge whose end vertices are u and v. So you know that already. If two vertices u and v are two vertices and they are joined by one your edges, then if there is one path in case of the directed vertices, or if there is any direction, then u and v are called your adjacent, called to be your adjacent. Then an edge is said to be incident on a vertex if the vertex is one of S endpoints. Means one edge is called to be incident on a vertex. So one edge contains two vertices. So that edge is called as incident on that vertex because the it is that vertex is one of the endpoint of the edges. Okay. Then outgoing edges of a vertex are the directed edges whose origin is that vertex. Okay, outgoing edges, I have told outgoing means if there is one edge from A to B, okay, A to B means direction is mentioned from A to B, then that is called, so I am just showing you. Suppose this is your U and suppose this is your V, and direction is suppose mentioned like this. Okay, the outgoing edges of a vertex are the directed edges whose origin is that outgoing. So here you can tell this is your outgoing, this is your outgoing edge. Okay, this is your outgoing edge means u to v, the outgoing, this is the origin, outgoing, u is the origin. Okay, u is the origin. Okay, but here this is this is incoming, incoming for your v, incoming as for your vertex b. So this uv as is your outgoing as for vertex u, but incoming as for your vertex v. Okay. Okay, incoming edge of vertex are the directed edges whose destination is that vertex. Yes, I have already told that if there is one, this is u, this is this is one vertex, this is v, this is one vertex. If there is one edge from u to v, then u is called u, for u this is called your outgoing edges because it comes from your this vertex, the origin is u, so that is your outgoing edge for you, but this is your incoming edge for your v. Okay. So see, so see 1 2, this is your undirected. So 1 2, so 1 2, so once adjacent vertices will be 2 and your 4. Okay, then 3 adjacent vertices will be 2 and no direction, so you can tell both the ways. 3 adjacent will be 2 and your 4. Okay, 4 adjacent will be 3 1 and 5. Okay, so see, this is one directed graph. So for this the edges 1 4 will be outgoing edge of 1, outgoing edge, this is the origin and this is your uh, destination, this is the origin vertex, this is the destination vertex. That's why the edge 1 4 is outgoing edge for 1, but this is incoming edge for your 4. Okay, so now 1 2. Okay, 1 2, this is your outgoing is for 1 but incoming is for your 2, but here 2 3. So for 3 the incoming 2 3 is the incoming edge of your 3. Okay, so these are your outgoing is, incoming is. Okay, so now adjacent vertices. So take the case of your directed graph. A vertex vi is adjacent or neighbor to another vertex vj if there is an s from vi to vj. Means two vertices, see this, two vertices, we will tell two vertices as the adjacent vertices if there is one s directed from vi to your vj. Suppose vi means your, that may be 1 2 3 4 or 5j, means your 1 2 3 4 anything. So here if there is one edge from one vertices to another vertices, then that will be called your adjacent vertices. Okay, see for this example, in the following graph v2 is adjacent to v3 and v4. V2 is adjacent to v3 because there is one edge from v2 to v3, that's why v2 is adjacent to v3, and there is one edge from v2 to v4, that's why also your v2 is adjacent to v4. But your v2 is not adjacent to v1. Okay, v2 is not adjacent to v1. Okay, v1 is adjacent to v2. So here v1 is not adjacent to v4. Okay, v1 is not adjacent, but because reason is that yes, there is no edge from v1 to v4, there is edge from v4 to v1, that's why v1 is not adjacent to v4, but v1 is adjacent to v2 and your v1 is adjacent to v3. So if there is one edge from one vertices to another vertices, then that is called your adjacent vertices. Okay, so what is your weighted graph? Okay, what is your weighted graph? Then a graph or digraph is termed as the weighted graph if all the edges in it are labeled with some weights, some numbers. Okay, so you can see this is your undirected, your weighted graph. Some numbers are mentioned above the edges. So the cost for v1, the cost for going from v1 to v4 is your 5, but the cost for going v1 to v3 is your 9. Okay, so how the vertex v1 v2 and v4 will be traversed with minimum cost, that can be calculated from here. Okay, that will be calculated from here. Suppose see here, there is no direction mentioned, that's why to the cost of going from there are many paths actually v1 to v4, so cost is your 5, but v1 to v4 in this way, see this way, v1 to v2 7, v2 to v4 8, 7 plus 8 15. So this is your shortest path, v1 to v4 5 will be shortest path and that must be taken. Okay, so see this graph, this is your directed graph. Okay, so here direction also mentioned. So from to traverse one vertex to another vertex, we have to go through the direction, we have to go through the direction, you cannot go oppositely. So if I will go from uh, v1 to v4, then I cannot go from v1 to v4 because direction is not from v1 to v4, that is from v4 to v1, so I cannot choose this path. So I can choose your v1 to v3 9, then v3 to your v4 6 15. I can also choose v1 to v2, then your v4, so this is your also 7 and 8 15. I can choose v1 to v2, then your v3, then v4. I can also choose 7 plus 3 plus 6, so cost will be. So there are many types of edges, many types of paths from going from one source vertices to destination vertices, and I have to choose the shortest path. Okay, so for choosing your shortest path, you have to take its cost, take its weight. So that's why your weighted graph is used. So this is all about, we learn today what is your vertex, what is graph, what is the definition of your graph, what is your adjacent vertices, what is your directed graph, undirected graph, various types of edges, weighted graph. In my next class we will see what is your degree, out degree and in degree. Okay, in my next lecture I will just let you understand the degree and other terminologies of the graph. Okay, thank you students.